Hi, my name is Brittany Foley, and I will be discussing the dispositions that I possess that I feel will make me a successful professional. I will not be pursuing a career in teaching. Rather, I'll be pursuing a career in speech language pathology, but I feel that these dispositions are important regardless of the profession when working with others. As far as the dispositions that I possess that will make me a successful professional, I feel that I have the ability to support realistic expectations for my students and feel that students can learn. I also have experience with diversity and understand the importance of encouraging social justice and equity. From a personal standpoint, I feel that I am very compassionate and patient, which are two important qualities on working with others. These are also important characteristics in regard to the disposition of demonstrating professional friendliness, warmth, and genuine caring in relationships. I feel that I'm very hardworking and motivated to make a difference within my classroom, or in my case, my therapy room, and will utilize these skills to model integrity by my words and actions. I genuinely want to positively impact people's lives, which is why I went into the field that I did, and I feel that empathy and sensitivity regarding children's difficulties within the classroom are important. One of the reasons I chose to work in the field of education is because I feel I'm very intuitive, which is another important quality when working with students. From a professional disposition standpoint, these qualities allow me to be sensitive in individual learning and the social needs of each student, which are different. And that's something we've learned throughout this course, and we learn in general that each student is different, each student learns differently. What they bring to the table is different, and it's important as a professional that we acknowledge the different strengths that each student possesses. I think it's also extremely important that we know to look for the positive in any student. There's a positive any student brings to the table, and I think by discussing the good, we're increasing confidence in the classroom, which will in turn make our students more successful. I think it's imperative that we can read our students and know when they're struggling in any way. I think the classroom is an amazing space where children can learn and grow both academically and socially. However, it can also be a very nerve-wracking environment if children are having difficulties and are unsure of how to express and work on them. It's important that our students feel comfortable with their teachers, which is why I feel that the qualities and dispositions that I've mentioned are also very imperative. I remember as a student myself, when I felt a teacher was negative or when I was not confident, it really impacted me on so many levels. So I feel like we really need to make sure that we're paying special mind to our students, noticing when something's a little off, and making sure our students are advocating for themselves and getting the help that they need, and feel comfortable coming to us when that is an issue. Before my first year as a therapist, I want to work to become more knowledgeable about the impact of community and servant leadership as it applies to the welfare of others in the education setting. I want to make sure that I step out of my comfort zone as a new teacher, because I'll be entering a new therapist, because I'll be entering a new school and I'm unfamiliar with all that the school has to offer right off the bat. And I think it's important that I become as knowledgeable as possible so that I'm setting a good example for my students. Ultimately, I think a professional, regardless of what you are, whether you're a teacher, a principal, a special teacher, such as a speech therapist, I think it's important that we're responsible and respectful towards coworkers, students, and their families. Realizing the impact a family has on a child, obviously, and that they're involved in their child's education, they're involved in what you're doing within the classroom so that it can be generalized at home. I think that a professional acts appropriately and are mindful of the diversity among their peers and students, especially now we're such a diverse, schools are such a diverse place, which is great. And I think children learn more from that and are learning to become more open to people different than themselves, which is phenomenal. It is crucial that professionals are aware of their unique abilities and the different ways in which individuals learn best. Last, I think it's important that the awareness of these differences and abilities are reflected within the classroom. Thank you.